Good morning. Today is going to be a good day. Um, there might be some bad things in it. I have already shuffled the cards and laid them out, and today, instead of rocks or stones or crystals, we're going to go with some toys and jewelry. Oh, and my cats are all around today. One of my cats was on on the table where I do readings today, and I'll put a picture of that in the comments. And as for a spiritual thought of the day, I guess what I've been doing is reading about where the Hail Mary came from a little bit. Just that it came from Luke, and it came from the part where Mary told her cousin, and her cousin said, "Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb." And the angel said to her, "Rejoice," when he came to her, and that is part of the prayer as well. So if you're not Catholic, the Hail Mary is still a really nice prayer, with a lot of nice imagery. But I know that some people, especially Mormons, they don't really want to pray to anybody but Jesus, and that's okay. So I'm not going to tell you to pray the Rosary or anything. But it might be a really interesting thing to look up. You can YouTube how to pray the rosary, or you can find a book, or you can look in Wikipedia. And it usually takes about 20 minutes to pray the rosary. But if if that's something that you feel like you can do, it's a real calming thing. It does take 20 minutes, but it is a meditation that anybody can do, even if you have trouble sitting still, because you don't have to sit still while you pray the rosary. It's an actual physical thing that you do, and you can run around while you do it and use your legs, because what you're doing is you're touching the beads and you're praying. So, um, it's a really, it's, I like, to me, meditation is really one of the most important things in my life. It has really brought a lot of peace to me where I don't think I ever would have found it before. And I do all different kinds of meditations. But without much further ado, let's go to the toys and the trinkets that I have here. We're going to start with this um, shop cat. Let me bring him up close so you can see him, because he's super cute. See his little happy face? And you will see this cat in Chinese food restaurants sometimes on the counters. He's a lucky cat. Cats are lucky. They also symbolize a different perspective. Oh, we have this gator. Look at him. He's actually a ring. That's why I have him. My diamond gator. That's why I have him on this bottle. Because he doesn't sit right here. I don't think you can see the top of him. Okay. Ooh, I guess I need to pull the camera back. Or maybe I can just push him down. Let's see. No, he won't go down anymore. And then, since we had the frog, kind of, I'm pulling back so you can see that gator better. Since that frog was in the frame yesterday, I chose him again. Frogs are a symbol of ancient wisdom. Um, they're a symbol of patience. Here's a butterfly pin with pearls on it. Oh, I forgot to look up pearls. I know that sometimes they're considered a June birthstone, but the butterfly can mean a few things. The butterfly is usually feminine, which is yin rather than yang. The butterfly also represents loved ones that have gone on that are still guarding and helping. There's one psychic I know that calls, when she sees butterflies, she calls them grandma energy. I like that. So now's the time to pick your jewelry, or pick your butterfly, your frog, your alligator, or your cat. And if you need more time choosing, and you don't have to use your intuition today, just pick one that you think is that you like the best. They're all different. And we will start. What are we going to start with? Let's start with the cat today, over here on the left. So if you picked the cat, and again, I'll put the timestamps in the comments below, and so you can move ahead to the object that you picked, and you don't have to go through all the other readings if you don't want to. So if you picked the cat, know that that's a lucky symbol for today. And we're going to turn your card over and bring it up to the camera. And we have the Hanged Man. It's funny that I was talking about meditation. Well, maybe it's not funny. But the Hanged Man, when I see him, I think about meditation. You see there's a moth in the picture. Lilies, water. His money's falling out of his pocket. He's not considering that. We have a stag in the background, which indicates with longevity and regrowth, because they drop their horns and grow them back, or their antlers, I should say. We have a crow. One crow sometimes has to do with bad news. But this man is not taking his bad news in a bad way. He's looking at the problem a different way. He's upside down. And there's a moth that often represents hope as they go towards the light, which, yeah, that's what I read. He does represent hope. He represents looking at things a different way. He represents seeing things better. Sometimes he can be at a crossroads, but he stays calm about it. And what he does is he sits there with himself, or he hangs there with himself. He's complete in and of himself, and he's also in complete surrender. He's wise. So for you having this card, if you picked this card and you picked the lucky cat, I would just say take some time out today. Do something different. Look at things differently. If you have a choice to make, take your time to make it. Just sit with each of the choices without making a decision just yet. I'm calling him the Hanged Man. In this deck, he's called the Lone Man. And now we're going to move to the alligator. If you picked the alligator, the jeweled diamond gator today, then we will turn over your card. The Three of Swords. Oh, you can see this is a difficult card. It has a lot to do with hurt feelings. It has to do with possible bullying, alienation. There also this card, as I studied up on it, some people talked about, hi, there's my cat again. Oh, you know what? I usually get up and feed them before I do this. No wonder they're all over the place. One of them was up on the table earlier. Okay. I guess I need to go do that, but I will finish this first. Let's see, where are we? We're in the Three of Rods. Yeah, it's about emotional and physical hurt, especially with words. Sometimes words can be hurtful, something people said, maybe the intention of what they were trying to do. So take some time and work through that today. Find some hope, because you will heal. This isn't a something that you can't get over. And often has to do more with emotions than it does with actual physical people. So for you today, take some time and work through your emotions, especially when it comes to something or someone that has hurt you. And there's my cat. I'm sorry. I will feed y'all soon. If I knew I can get y'all to help me with this better, I wouldn't have fed you other times so we could see you on camera. I'll get you, baby. I'll get you. Okay, we're going to pull over. If you pick the frog, which earlier I said he is a symbol of patience, he's a symbol of the underworld. He's um, oftentimes, uh, I've heard more than once gurus talk about a frog as if the frog is a guru, a holy man with wisdom to share, a teacher, a spiritual leader. So if you chose the frog, this is your card. Oh, it's the Ace of Cups. That is a beautiful, loving, healing card. You've heard my cup runneth over. Nourishment. It's a starting point of love. You may meet someone today that you will love. Water sometimes speaks of a transition and also a relief in health issues. It can also mean fertility and joy. So if you were thinking of starting a family, you might do a home pregnancy test today. If you don't do a home pregnancy today, if you don't need to be doing a home pregnancy test, then you can look at it a different way and just know that you may meet somebody today. You'll be around people that you love today, or you'll meet someone today that you love, or that you will come to love and know from the beginning. Also, just abundance. Reflect on the goodness that you have in your life, and especially when it comes to the friends that you have, or the family that you have, um, or your children, or your coming child. And that is your card today. And I think these cats are going to start eating me if I don't feed them. So we're going to turn over this card. The butterfly. I forgot to look up pearls. I think we already talked about this. I don't know. I've started this reading a couple of times, so I don't remember what I've said. But an angel watching over you, a guardian angel, someone that you may have known. That's what a butterfly often stands for. It's the yin energy rather than the yang energy, which means it's a female symbol. It can also mean what you think of as butterfly in the song lyrics these days. I don't know how else to say that. Let's turn your card over. Oh, Nine of Swords. Well, as you can see, he's blindfolded. His hands are tied. Sometimes this card does talk about despair. Just not being able to see things for the way that they are because of being so sad, are having failed, are disappointed. Since the swords are crossing him like that, I would say sometimes he feels like he is in jail. And sometimes this person or this card represents shame. There is not a real positive side to this card, but it does have everything to do with emotions and feelings. Not an actual, well, it could mean an actual jail. But it wouldn't be, if you end up going to jail today, it's not because you did something wrong. It's because you look guilty and maybe you did do something wrong. Maybe you were ashamed and turned yourself in. Gosh, I hope that's not anybody I'm reading for out there, because I don't wish jail on anyone. So, you are going to have a lot of emotions to process today. There's something that maybe you feel guilty about or shame over, or maybe you're just overwhelmed with grief. And if that's the case, I would suggest that you just feel that. Make sure you take the time out of your day to feel these emotions. Cry, pray, meditate, go about your day. And I didn't see any, there's not a lot of hope here. I don't think it's, the tragedy is something that, I think it's something that can't be really changed. It's something that you're just going to have to grow out of, if that makes sense. Time takes care of all hurts. But you have a guardian angel, someone that you possibly knew and loved in this life that passed before you, that is watching over you. That's what the card says. And now we're going to end this. I really appreciate you checking into these daily videos. I am going back to work soon, so I'm hoping I can keep up posting every day, because I'm really enjoying doing this, and I really, really love it. But I enjoy my other job at the bookstore too. But I'd rather do this all day, every day. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. Be sure to like and share this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell if you want notifications about when these posts are loaded onto the YouTube. All right, take care. Have a great day. Even with all the emotions and sadness that people need to work out today, it can still be a good, productive day. Love you. Bye.